I have had the privilege to have a stream of people to my door for over 40 years, really 47 years, from when I was 18 and I was working in health and fitness then. And as the years went by the time I was 30, it was evident I needed to train in psychotherapy and relationship counselling and all the things I did, because people, instead of, well, they were booking me for PT, but then they wanted to talk rather than do PT and not just chat, because often I quite like chatting during PT, but to actually come and officially talk with me about what they were finding difficult in their life. And so it was evident that my path evolved and unfolded, and there has been a stream of people to my door ever since. And essentially I think that it's very simple, that we want to connect with one another. We want to feel that we are loved. We want to be able to love. We want to feel happy, feel at peace, all of those things that people are seeking. And so often they're seeking them in the form of relationship. That's a big one, that when they feel included, or they feel they have a friendship group, and the big one, having a partner, intimate partner, life partner, that they'll be happy. It depends. Different people are more focused on different things. People feel that when they make enough money, when they get a good enough job, when they run a fast enough race, when they achieve a status in whatever field they're in, music, theatre, business, when their body looks a certain way, that is so common that people are chasing these things. And ultimately, I think there can be great excitement when we fall in love or we achieve things. And I'm not saying those aren't part of an amazing part of life, to experience lovely relationships, lovely achievements. All those things are wonderful. But they inevitably, if we haven't found that ease within us, and if we haven't found our way home to our heart, to our soul, they will inevitably pale. The excitement will pale, or problems will arise, or we'll have to chase the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And therefore, when we create those things from our soul, so I'm not saying again that all those things, creating the life we truly desire, is wonderful, but creating it from our true essence, the space at the core of our being, from our consciousness, is completely different. Because then when the things arise, they're arising from the silence within. They're arising from our higher self's path of knowing who we truly are and what's truly going to serve us. And then those things that arise, we are living from our source energy. We're living from our creative flow, and it isn't from the stressful chasing from the adrenaline and the mind's games. And it's so subtle, because obviously I work with lots of people who, of course, are wanting to achieve certain outcomes. They're wanting to grow their businesses, they want to achieve in their sport, they want to have a good relationship. So I always sort of feel like I talk in riddles, because the way to experience those things is from the stillness within. So therefore it is important to be prepared to go into where the barriers within us to those experiences are, and go from the inner journey. So that really, I think what I'm saying is that people will often chase the external, thinking that it will bring them money, success, happiness, fame, status, and then that once they've got that, then they can be happy. and then they'll kind of know who they are. And ultimately, for real ease, I think it is that knowing who we truly are, which comes from freeing ourselves from who we're not. So investigating, going in and investigating our paradigm. And by that, our paradigm, I mean our map of all of the beliefs and the conditionings and the ideas and values that have been imprinted onto us from our childhood and our society and our education, to investigate them and think, are they truly mine? Are these beliefs truly mine? Is this message that I've been given by my family truly mine? Is this going to resonate for me? Are these thoughts I'm thinking mine? Are these words I'm saying mine? So to investigate, to find out who we are. But alongside that, I think life again runs in tandems. So we'll often have to go down routes that we're perhaps have come from the messages we've been fed, to find out it's not for us, or it is for us. But in examining our paradigm and finding out more who we truly are, and clearing away who we're not, and experiencing more stillness. So I think as part of that, learning to meditate from the perspective of knowing that our thoughts aren't who we are, that we're the master really, or if we learn to be the master of our thoughts, the more we drop into that stillness within us, that space, and we can find that in the breath as we breathe in deeply and breathe out again. At the end of that breath, there is a space of all-pervading truth, and the more we can be dropping into that space and experiencing that stillness, we can from that place start to know more who we truly are, and then do more what truly makes us happy. So we can create consciously from that space. We can visualize and experience the feeling of feeling loved and loving and succeeding and feeling free and feeling expansive, and all of those feelings that really are the feelings that we love to experience, and we think the things outside will give us. But those feelings are all ours, the feeling of abundance, of joy, of freedom, of love, of connection, to access those inside us. And then the play out of that, the stories that emerge from that, the ways we experience those, the themes in our own life. Some of us like to travel, some of us like to do sports, some of us will have, make homes, families, and it's all a different thing. But the pictures will emerge from those feelings of what feeling of freedom is for somebody will be different for other people, of abundance for somebody, of joy, of sharing, of love. Then the pictures play out, and then all the things that emerge, they emerge that way. So if there is status and fame and money associated with it, then that's wonderful and enjoyable and fun. And it might even be that in the space of finding out who you are and the feelings of it, that creating lots of money is part of it, because money is just an energy like anything else. So it's enjoying the expression of ourselves through the manifestation of everything that we have in this world, and then an acceptance of where we're at, because some of the things we may have an imagination and a visualization of a wonderful home or a wonderful traveling life or a wonderful family life, and we can see it, we can feel it, we feel good in ourselves. But then the manifestation of it can take some time sometimes. So it's enjoying the experience of where we are, the unfolding of our life. And I think the biggest place of to feel that kind of ease is to be where we are within the journey towards experiences. And really life's to be experienced. We can accept where we're at, then we can enjoy what emerges in the flow of life. And it's like life is happening through us then, rather than we think it's some kind of some kind of thing to be done. We can experience. So essentially it's about knowing who we are and experiencing the unfolding of ourselves in this incredible life.